Hi all, good evening. Happy Good Friday to you. That's the day I'm filming this. I'm doing a live. Welcome to the replay as well if you're catching me after Good Friday. I thought it would be nice perhaps to do some decor onto some quotations, and I'm hoping to try and handwrite them myself. We'll see how that works out. And because I've got these Stampin' Blends and they're kind of brand new, the brush tips are really nice, and that's the best time to use them for writing with. So hi everybody, how you doing? Happy Good Friday evening. And I've just realised I've forgotten to share out this broadcast, so I'm just quickly... There's been some odd things going on YouTube. So apologies for those of you who've been trying to see the chat on the last couple of videos. For some reason, it's taking a little bit of extra time for it to show up. So if you do want to watch it with the chat, then it's probably worth waiting and doing it and watching it later. I'm presuming it could be because there's loads of people trying to use YouTube at present, so therefore it just means that there's a lot of kind of clogging up, and it's just not kind of coming on straight away. So that's what I'm presuming it's down to. Yeah, so there we go. Never mind. Right, I'm just trying to find Artful Stampin to share my video. Paste, publish, done. Okay, right, so you have my full attention now. Okay, so if you want to be thinking about, if you have any favourite Easter quote, like particularly around Good Friday, that you'd like me to illustrate, then I'm open to suggestions. I'm not saying that I will do every one that has been suggested, but I'm open to suggestions. I thought a good first one would be John 11 verse 25. I'm the resurrection. Oh, hold on. 25, 26. I'm the resurrection and the life. Although, oh no, I'm looking at the wrong. I was like, I'm in the wrong passage. Here it is. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. So I thought I'll start with that one. See how we go from there. So I've just got a piece of cardstock ready here. I probably will use a pencil just to lay out what I'm doing. Useful to have a pencil, I guess. I usually do have a pencil. Okay, let's get this in the middle. Yeah, hi, hey Tracy, good to see you. Hi everybody, please do share this out with any friends who you think might be interested. This is going to be fairly contemplative and meditative, so it might be that I just stop talking at some point because I'm kind of like concentrating, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll do I am the resurrection and the life. And that's from John 11 verse 25. Okay, so I've got that written out. I'm going to have a little practice on my grid paper just to get my hand accustomed to the So up strokes are thinner, down strokes are thicker. Okay, generally. Let's see what this, that's pretty peacock light. Let's see what it's like in this one. Oh, I'm really mashing up my nibs. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. Let's see what happens. I wonder if it might be best just to do it. Oh, I know what. Let's try doing it just with the thin. I think I might just do it with the thin and then, yeah, we'll go from there. See what happens. Okay, you're still with me, everybody. So let me just get you up on YouTube. Then I can follow your comments because I'm missing comments currently. Hi, Kay, Steph, Gloria, Christine, April, Cheryl, Mistrenka, Maya, Martina, Julie, Jackie, Tracy, Connie, Designing Memories, hello, Sheila. Oh, well done, Steph. Hi, Steph. Kathleen. Hi, guys. Okay, so this is going to be very much a Good Friday themed video. I know not everyone who watches me are, you know, hold to the Christian faith, but I'm hoping that it can inspire you whether or not you do. So you can always put the thicker downstroke afterwards. I know, I was just thinking that, you know, Martina, I was thinking that. I'm not speaking at all, Sheila. I'll speak up when I do speak, though. Can you hear me now? Okay, so let's see if I can thicken up the downstrokes. I might just need to touch it up afterwards. Yeah, I will. Oh well. It was worth the experiment. I see what you mean about reading, not reading, leaving space. So here I'm just kind of connecting where it's gone a bit wobbly. Oh, got to do the downstroke on the end. Yeah, the E I've definitely got to keep an eye on because I'm losing the eye of that E there. But anyway, fun for a first attempt. Right, so now I want to do some stamping. I'm going to just rub out my lines. And of course the beauty of using the alcohol markers is that it dries pretty much straight away. Okay, so I'm thinking we'll use Pretty Peacock. Let's stick with the dark blues. I think those would be nice. I want some smallish flowers. Sorry, I'm just choosing. I'll be back. I'm wondering whether to use a little bit of that in the background, but with a lighter colour, and then add some solid flowers afterwards. Okay, let's get some Coastal Cabana. I'm thinking some of these solid stamps might be nice. So this is Beautiful Bouquet. It's been with us for a little while. So, right. So this is Bermuda Bay. Guys, I'm just going to clean my lens a little bit because it feels like it's a little bit blurry. Is that better? Which one? This one. Beautiful bouquet. And this one is a little lace. Hi, Kay. Should I say hello to you? Oh, good. Am I on the big screen, Kay? Okay, so this is now Blueberry Bushel. Oh, you know what? I fancy putting that in the middle of those daisy things. Hi, Christine. Wow, Steph, that has gone quick. Yeah, it's fab, isn't it, Gloria? Is this going to be a what? A tip in? Yo, 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 Esita. Well, you know, you lot have got loads of stamps to be getting on with, haven't you? So. Oh, I see. Oh, Julie, I'd not thought of that. I don't really do Bible journaling. It was just going to be a card. I'm trying not to encroach too much on the words because I don't want to take away from it too much. So I'm trying to keep it quite, you know, in the edges. Sorry, I just had to read a message. There we go. What do you think of that then? Yeah? Right, has anyone got another Easter quote they'd like me to write out? I'm trying to find some blank paper. I think I need to cut myself some more. Yeah, probably, Christine. Something similar to what I've used. Maybe a, you know, similar blue to what I've used. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Martina. You are quite right. Doesn't go with the quotation then, does it? Oh, now what was the hymn that I... That's it. When I survey the wondrous cross. That was the one I was trying to remember the other night. Oh, no, we will do that on Easter Day. I might break my rule of not usually... I don't usually do lives on a Sunday. I'm not saying I don't ever. I just generally try not to. However, I might make an exception this Easter Sunday to do an Easter Sunday stamping. But I want... Yeah, today's focus is on Christ's death because it's Good Friday. So we'll do... Yeah. So we'll do Up from the Grave He Arose on Sunday, Kathleen, if that's all right. I'm just going to get a bit of... Oh, by his wounds we're healed. Yes. Isaiah. Is that right? Isaiah 50... Or was it a psalm? Oh, that would be a good Easter one, isn't it? Isn't that what Jesus says to Mary? There you go. Is that better? Okay, so Isaiah 53. Yes, we have Monday as a holiday as well. Isaiah 53:5. Now my version says with his wounds you're healed, but I think I prefer by his wounds we are healed. By his wounds we are healed. Stop again. Right, I think I'll stick with the same colour. Yeah, I wonder if that's because you have other holidays, like you have Martin Luther King Day back in January, don't you? And also, yeah. And is that maybe there's another day as well? Oop. I wonder whether to try it slightly. Try slightly more angular writing. I don't like that. I think I want it smaller. Yep. That's the better. Yeah, normally I'd agree with you about the capital, but in the Bible it isn't. Because it's a prophecy. I don't know. Is it because it's a prophecy? I don't know. Here we go. And it's part of a previous verse, so. Are you washed in the blood? What song's that from, Christine? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Dee 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 dee. Oh, what's that hymn? Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Okay, so for this one, should we go a bit lighter? And maybe have some red droplets, I'm thinking. Ooh, what about poppies? Right, so I've got those on. I want to do the red splatters. Oh, is that the name of a song, Christine? Okay, so I want to bring in some of the pretty peacock into this so that it's not just sort of sitting on its own. So I'm thinking, what about some little flowers? I love hearing about everyone's different weather systems. How it varies invariably because we're a global community. But I popped onto Periscope this afternoon and there's somebody who I follow and she literally was showing a picture of her bedroom with a fire going and it's snowing outside and she was playing, I think she was playing Amazing Grace or something. And I was just like, wow, I'm lying here in like blazing sunshine. There we go. I like that one. I'm wondering whether just a little hint of yellow just to have in the background. Yeah, just like a quotation, please, Christine. Yeah, like, my God, what have you thought? Ila lema sabach thani. Or Eloi, depending on the version. Okay, there we go. Another one down. I think we'll do one more. I did have a grand plan of doing these on the computer and then making a JPEG available for you guys. Sorry, I've not got around to doing it, but I'm sure if you just type things into your Word document, or if you use like PicMonkey or Canva, you get it as an app, or if you can do it on your PC, they have some great fonts on there, and you can just do like a little layout, print it out, and then stamp it. You can print it directly onto the Whisper White in the very vanilla cardstock. It can look great. Yeah, so let's have a look at 27 then. Well, no, in Matthew, it doesn't say what he says. It just says he cried out again with a loud voice and yielded his spirit. Oh, that's a nice verse. Verse 54, it says, when the centurion and those who were with him, keeping watch over Jesus, saw the earthquake and what took place, they were filled with awe and said, truly, this was the Son of God. In the this service I saw this morning, the Good Friday service, the pastor was explaining that I think people try and explain away the fact it went dark in the afternoon by saying, oh, it was an eclipse. And he said it couldn't have been an eclipse because it was the Passover, and the Passover was always celebrated with a full moon. You can't have an eclipse with a full moon. And I just thought, wow, it was so helpful that he mentioned that, because I think so many people assume, they've read maybe the odd Bible story, or they've had discussions with people who dismiss the Bible, and then they just accept what other people say as fact. And actually, there is so much in the Bible that is so historically, well, it's all historically based, and it can be tested. And I just love that he kind of mentioned that as a just kind of little like sentence in the sermon, and said, by the way, it was truly a miracle, because yeah, you can't have an eclipse during a full moon. It's just impossible. So therefore, and people couldn't have been lying about it, because Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, I think they all mention it, and they were their counterparts, the people who lived at the time this happened. They would have questioned it if they hadn't have seen it as well. So anyway, there we go. Right, I think let's go with truly this was the Son of God, because he was. Oh, really, Cindy? The Tenebria Service? What's that? Okay, bye y'all. Bye, Pamela. Oh, thank you, Anna. I want to change colour now. Let's go with something a bit brighter. I always struggle with my capital D's to make them look nice. They're a funny old shape. Oh, excuse me. A little burp there. Good night, Mazjenka. Lovely to see you. Your eyes are falling down. I love that. What a great way to put it. What are dip pens, Anna? What? Yeah, explain. Yeah, Kathleen. Yeah, I hadn't either. I suppose just not questioned it, but actually, it's really helpful to sometimes. I suppose for me as a Christian, I accept the Bible is the Word of God, therefore it's true. But I forget that for people who are questioning and seeking, there are lots of hurdles. There's lots of questions that they might have. So it was really helpful to actually have someone explain something that's clearly there in the text, but actually for somebody who's trying to figure out, now, is the Bible speaking truth? This could be a really kind of like key, not a key thing, but it could be a really helpful thing to recognise that it's historically accurate, you know? So, oh, I see what you mean, like a calligraphy pen. I've got some of those. Yeah, you dip it in the ink. Ah, got you now. I wondered if it was something, I don't know, I thought it was something else. Ah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Kathleen, no, they're not font apps. They're apps that you can create pieces of graphics with. So there's PicMonkey, PICMONKEY, and Canva, and they're both available as apps. Now, with probably both of them, if you want the advanced portion of the app, you need to pay, but there's quite a lot that's free. So I don't know if any of you follow Esther, Stampin' Star Creations. If you follow her page, she uses Canva a lot for her coffee and card brochure posters. And then both she and I use PicMonkey for some of our YouTube graphics. And has anyone noticed down in the corner there? There's a new graphic there. It says click here to subscribe, I think. Does it say that? I can't remember what it says now. You can see it when you're watching on the full screen. Let's see if I can see. Oh no, what am I doing? Let me see if I can see it. Yeah, here, look. That's my my new little graphic that I put there. Yeah. I thought I should make it a little bit more obvious that people can subscribe straight away. I've managed to get little rubber bits on my ink pad, which is a bit annoying. Ooh, black with gold marbling. What's that for, Anna? Right, so I've done those. I think, what about some little flowers? So I've got orange, red. I could do a little bit of yellow in the background. What about some darker red flowers? Let's get real red in here. Could do some yellow in the background like the last one. Oh, that pencil, it's one by Stabilo. It's a children's pencil, to be honest, and it's actually a left-handed one. I've just ended up with it in my room. I actually bought it for May, but it's got these kind of like notches here, so it's really great for teaching children how to write because your fingers kind of fit in there. But this one is for left-handers, and then it's got this really chunky nib that you're supposed to be, oh, there we go. You're supposed to be able to remove, yeah, that it's one of them lead ones, so you just buy new leads for it. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. You meant to do that. I didn't even know how to use it. There we go. I've had it a while. Blackberry Bliss. Oh yeah, maybe a bit Blackberry Bliss. Okay, hold on. Let me just pop a bit of yellow. Oh, I know. What about pale blue in the background to this? Oh dear. Oh, what an ice drama. Busting down an ice dam before a basement flooded again. Oh my word. You're really in the season of it at the moment, aren't you? Anna. What, as in you're not allowed to go in there because you might purchase something? So the shops are happy to see you. Just your bank balance isn't. And now you've discovered Stampin' Up. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. I don't know what accent that was, by the way. Right. Have you got a birthday, Julie? That's what you need to do. You need to add it to your birthday list. Right, a little bit of Blackberry Bliss. What's the budget? Gina, naughty, naughty. Yeah, you've been very good though, Christine Morgan, haven't you? Been very self-controlled. Even when I tempted her the other day, she was very good. Have I ever said I love this stamp? I think I've said it a few times. So of course you could do this to any quote. You could just do it to a big sentiment stamp. It's lovely to see actually some bigger sentiment stamps available in the catalogue. Hi, Subo. Sorry, I came over really tired. Oh, okay. Sorries. I was getting to that point this evening, to be honest, as well. And I thought I'd just quickly get on YouTube before I fall asleep. And then my husband bought me a little bit of cider. So that's woken me up. Bit of sugar. Got me going. Oh, I must show you. I did a really nice cinnamon plat loaf thing this afternoon. I'll have to show you guys in a minute. Okay, I don't think there's space for anything else on here now. I think that'll be it. Oh, one of your reenactments, Anna. Yes, Anna's a bit of a history buff. Oh, happy birthday for Sunday. Oh, brilliant, Julie. Oh, I'm pleased. We all wish Anna a happy birthday. I don't want to sing it because I'll get into trouble, but if everyone could type it, that'd be lovely. Right, so let's grab a piece of card. I feel like I need to go over the writing on this. Needs thickening. Needs thickening up a bit. You were looking forward to your weekend sat in a field dressed as a Viking. Well, we would have enjoyed it very much too, Anna. Maybe you could just dress up anyway on Sunday and send us a picture. I'm sure we'd all jolly well enjoy that. In fact, if you send it to me, I'm quite happy to share it on my YouTube community page. I'm having a little giggle because I'm wondering whether or not you would do that. A Viking with long braids and a sword. Yeah, that'll do. And a pint, says Gina. Yeah. Love it. Or maybe you should just go shopping. A friend of mine is a bit of a dresser up, but he's into acting. He does acting. Sorry, he does do acting as a career. Theatre acting and theatre teaching, and he's really into Doctor Who, and he's really into comics and like superheroes and that kind of stuff. Anyway, he put a picture on his Facebook, and he was dressed up like some bizarre warrior, and he's got a giant Doctor Who scarf. So he had his Doctor Who scarf on, and then the caption was, "I'm dressed ready to go to Sainsbury's." And I just thought, you know what? I think I should just dress up to go shopping, you know. It would just make people's day, wouldn't it? Especially the poor people working behind the counters. I need no excuse. Yes, you don't need an excuse. Just do it. Your sister-in-law is a Viking king. My sister-in-law's partner is a Viking king in Norway. Oh, okay. That's made Anna's day. That's better, isn't it? It shows up a bit more. I felt it was getting a bit lost. Oh, yes. Now, apparently weather's going to be cooling down tomorrow, but still enjoy the sunshine. Because I don't know what the weather's going to be like the next week or so. Thank you, everybody. Well, thank you for your input. And that's the fun thing about doing lives. Sometimes it helps to have people suggesting stuff. Just going over this. I think I did this in light Pretty Peacock, didn't I? So I'm just going over it in the dark. Indeed, Christine. That's why the curtain was torn in two. And oh, every time I read that section, it talks about the curtain being torn from top to bottom. You know, it's so commonplace for us to read that section and just go, oh yeah, the curtain got torn top to bottom. But whoever tears a curtain from top to bottom? You know, like if you're standing at a curtain, anyway, I love the symbolism behind it, and how obviously God must have done it, because otherwise, well, you just don't get a curtain tearing from top to bottom, do you? There we go. Right, so this is 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So thank you, Kay. Thank you, everybody. So 3, 1, 2. Yes, please, says Kathleen. What are you saying yes, please to? Okay, that's good, Anna. Kathleen, are you saying yes, please to Anna? 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, says Cindy. You got lightning. Oh, I guess. Yeah, no. If you've had a hot day, yeah, that does make sense, Christine. Oh, I hope we get lightning. I like thunder. Lovely. Okay, great to have your company. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you for popping in. Please do let me know which one your favourite was. And I hope to see you. Well, I haven't got anything planned for tomorrow. Are you guys... Oh, I was going to say, are you guys all at home tomorrow? I was like, duh, of course you're all at home. Oh, I just need to quickly show you my bread. Hold on, bear with. I've got to go through the house. Yeah, of course you're at home tomorrow. But are you free tomorrow? That's what I should ask. Is the bread in here? Oh, it's bread in here. Right, I'll show you. It's half eaten. Look at this. Look at this. And inside, I saw, there's a lady I follow on YouTube. I can't remember her name. She did this thing where she did tunnels of cinnamon and sugar. And then, so she created tunnels and then plaited it. So I did, for those of you with bread machines, if you make your enriched dough recipe, that's what I did. Make your enriched dough recipe, so it has an egg in it. And then, yeah, so then you roll out your dough after the first proof. And then you roll it out to about 12 by 9 inch rectangle. Then you cut it into 3 strips. Then you put your sugar and cinnamon mixture. Now, I also got some apricots. So I had some dried apricots and I cut them and I soak them in hot water for about half an hour just to plump them up a bit. And I chopped the apricots and mixed it with the sugar and the cinnamon. Now, I can't taste the cinnamon that greatly, and I'm regretting not putting more because I really love it super cinnamony. But it could be that my taste buds are not quite back to normal because my... Did you say that you could taste the cinnamon, Ethan? Could you taste the cinnamon? Oh, he couldn't. He's shaking his head. He couldn't taste it either. Anyway, and then, so I plastered it up, left it to prove again, then glazed it with an egg. And then after it came out the oven, I left it for 10 minutes and then glazed it, just put an icing, like dripped icing over it. I didn't do it as thick as the lady I saw do it. I didn't want too much more sugar in it. Yeah, so there we go. And so it ends up that every time you cut it, it's got this lovely sections in it. Yes, probably quite similar, Martina. So anyway, we've got another bit. Well, we had a slice each for tea, so we've got enough to have with coffee tomorrow. It's a sort of thing that you can do if you're like if you're at home and, well, like we all are. So in my bread machine, it took 2 hours 40. So it's great because you just shove it in the machine and it just does its thing. But you can do it from scratch by hand if you want to. Yeah. Anyway, I was so chuffed. But next time, definitely way more cinnamon. Way more cinnamon. Right. Lots of love to you all. Happy Good Friday. And I'm a domestic goddess. Not really. I'm a bit of a late bloomer when it comes to baking. Oh, June is on here. Hi, June. Yeah. Oh, yes. I haven't got any poppy seeds. No, but tomorrow I might try. I found a recipe in one of Nigella's books for a chocolate and lime cake that I think takes 6 eggs. And because I've got packs of frozen eggs in sets of 6, I'm trying to find recipes for 6 eggs. So it's a flourless chocolate cake. Chocolate and lime. You don't have a machine anymore. That's fine. You can just use a standard enriched, you could just mix it yourself, really. Just look up an enriched dough recipe. I'm trying to think how many ounces of flour I used. About 9 ounces of flour. Well, that, you know, rest in peace, bread machine, when the food processor fell on it. Yeah, you can freeze eggs. So a friend of ours, the same one that's a beekeeper, he last time I went to their house, he was emptying his freezers out. So I know I haven't got any nuts. I'll get back to you on that one, Martina. Yeah, so they have chickens. So they had a glut of eggs. So they just literally crack the eggs into a bag. You give it a bit of a whisk and you just freeze it. So he's got these like flat bags of eggs that he gave me, and I've got packs of them. Yeah, flour. I managed to find some flour in Sainsbury's, some bread flour in Sainsbury's the other day. So choc orange. Yeah, choc orange is good. Cardamom in carrot cake. No, not the shells. Although you can preserve eggs, I found a really good like homesteady kind of channel on YouTube, and they mix, now it's lime that you would not, as in limes the fruit, but lime the powder, there's a certain ratio that you mix with water, and you leave the eggs soaking in the lime and water, and it keeps them fresh. It's amazing. So if you do have hens, look it up, how you can preserve your eggs. And then a friend of mine, Scarlet Pete, who I've introduced some of you guys to, who watches me sometimes. If you follow her channel, she does a thing about preserved eggs in, what did she do it in? Was it salt? Christine Morgan, are you here? Did you see that video? She did something about preserving eggs, and it's like dehydrated egg, the yolk, and then she said that she grated the egg yolk over salad or whatever. It tastes like Parmesan, apparently. So it's amazing. Oh yeah, cardamom is nice in chocolate. Yeah. So there we go. Not just a pretty stamper. You get all sorts on this channel. Oh dear. Anyway, have a blessed Good Friday. I need the link to the fermenting group. Which fermenting group? Facebook group or Pinterest or? Okay, is there anything else? Sorry if I've missed any questions. No. Okay, if I've forgotten to... Oh, the Facebook fermenting group. Okay. I can't have chickens. I have 7 cats. Yes, Anna. Yeah, that's probably not... yeah. Okay, guys. Take care for now. Bye. Oh, sorry. Meant to say, so Saturday, tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know quite what I'm doing, but I could try and come on an extra couple of times, maybe tomorrow. And I don't know, are you guys up for a bit of a challenge? Christine, you might be... I haven't got a friend who set up a fermenting group. There is a fermenting group on Facebook, but I've pinned a lot of fermenting stuff on my Pinterest board. So if you follow me on Pinterest and go to foodie stuff and fermentation, there's loads on there. But I would suggest you go to I'll look it up really quickly. Sorry, on the internet, there's a UK shop, UK cafe ferment shop. I can't remember what it's called. UK cafe shop. Let's see if that comes up better. happykombucha.co.uk. I think that's the name of the place I've been to. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, just look up gut health. Very much about gut health. And also look up Nourishing Traditions by, I think it's Sally Fallon. Nourishing. Yeah, Sally Fallon. You can get it on you can buy it secondhand from about £6, but you certainly would find it on Amazon. So it's a bit more expensive on Amazon. Hold on, look it up on eBay. Sally Fallon, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You've got it. Nourishing Traditions, Sally Fallon. I've not read it myself, but I have friends who have, and we've had these great discussions about it. Also look up the Weston Price Foundation, Weston, Weston, and then Price, Price. Weston Price Foundation. Yeah, all helpful stuff. Okay, sorry, it turned into a bit of a foodie thing then, but it's all good stuff. I like sharing good information about how you can heal your body with good food. So no more cats. You could wear one as a Viking hat, Anna. Train it to sit on you. Or train them to drape round you and say, what cats? Just my, collar. You said that 4 cats ago. Good morning, Vicky. Happy Easter Saturday to you. You're going to have to replay. You're going to love these. Right. Shall I give her a sneak peek? Is that the right way round? Mr. Niddlesleep on my daughter's head. Oh, there we go, you see? Hat. Mokume, Carthago, Lakritze, Rojo, Attar, Verdor, and Sandorn. Cool names. Those are super cool names. Right, lots of love to you all. Take care. Bye.